to spend the rest of our life behind bars for committing what everyone has described as one of the most appalling crime that any human being can ever commit, especially against children. Millions of women around the world spend thousands of pounds for IVF and other fertility treatment in search of a baby. Sadly, some people that have children, they do not know the precious gift that they have been given. You will be shocked and surprised at this lady's action. At the time she carried out this heinous crime, she was 24 years old. We're talking about the story of Kimora Williams. This lady, the judge told her that she has no option of parole. She's going to therefore spend the rest of her life behind bars. There are lessons that can be learned from this story, as always. If you see my face for the first time, my name is Francis. The Launch Club is about sharing educational content to educate people from our community so that lessons can be learned. According to William Jefferson, one of the best ways to learn in life is to learn from other people's story. Whether good or bad, there is always something that we can learn. This lady, she and her partner, they have 3 young children together. The three children, they are still toddlers. You have 1 year old, 2 years old, and 3 years old. These couples, they met in school at a very young age. The relationship blossomed from a very tender age. And from the age of 16 when they met, they said they were what some people would call high school sweethearts. They were in love, madly in love. The woman eventually, after some time, moved in with this young man. Unfortunately, they had these children in 3 quick sessions. The first one was born within less than a year. Another child was born less than a year. So in 3 years, they ended up having 3 very young children. The man was working long hours all the time. He wasn't spending time with his wife, with the woman. They were not married, but they had 3 children together. This woman was complaining that the man was not spending enough time with her, and she was left with the responsibility of caring for the child. They started having argument in their relationship, with the woman saying that she suspected that the man was being unfaithful. Meanwhile, she did not have any evidence, because you have a situation where these couples, at the time they had these children, the 2 of them, they were still very, very young. The woman's suspicion became too much for the man, that the man, which it was leading to argument every time. The man said he could not take the argument anymore, and therefore he decided to walk away from the relationship. People tried to persuade him to come back. The guy said, no, I'm not coming back to this relationship. The woman was then left with the responsibility of caring for 3 young children alone. Meanwhile, she has a very close relationship with her father. Her father is her close confidant. The same time that the man left, a few months later, the father became unwell. And within a very short space of time, the woman's partner moved out. The father sadly passed away. This young lady was thrown into the loss of her relationship and her father, who has been her bedrock. Before you know it, depression kicks in. She was depressed, didn't engage with professionals. 1 in 4 people among us will suffer from some form of mental health in our lifetime, according to the Mental Health Foundation. So it is very important that you seek help when you are experiencing any form of mental health. This lady didn't seek help. Sadly, that is what made her to spiral. Today, as I'm talking to you now, I'm going to show you the story of the lady that we're talking about. This lady, unfortunately, she has found herself in a situation where she ended up committing what a lot of people have described as appalling crime. On this fateful day, the lady became unwell and she wasn't engaging with professionals to the point where one fateful day she left the children at home. She came back. She said she was frustrated. She was frustrated with everything that was going on. Before you know it, this lady, she put her 2 years old and 1 year old inside oven. Guess what this lady did? She left the children inside the oven and turned it on. Most people would not believe this story because it looks like no human being can ever commit this kind of crime. This is the face of the lady that committed this heinous crime. Her name is Lamora Williams. These are the beautiful young children that were put inside oven, hot, and they were burned to death. These beautiful children were left inside the oven. The mom then called the police and told the police that something happened to our children. She doesn't know what happened. They asked her. Meanwhile, before she did this, she called the father of the children and told the father of the children that the baby were dead, but the kid didn't know what happened. She says she left the children in the care of carers. That is what she told the police. The father immediately called the police because from the video call, he can see that something serious has happened to his children. And that is where he contacted the police. When the police came, they arrested this woman. They saw heads of the children on the floor. The police did not believe what they saw. She said she has alibi, that nothing happened, that she was with the children were in the care of carer when this incident happened, that the carer must have done something to her children. She hasn't harmed her children. That is how the police were able to conduct a thorough investigation, and they found that this lady, she has not been telling them the truth. Miss Lamora Williams was then arraigned before a judge and a jury, and in no long time, the jury and the judge found her guilty for killing these beautiful children. What is your explanation for her actions? People have been saying mental health and the death of her father. She had two losses at the same time that she just couldn't cope with it. And that is why everything spiraled out of control. Let me know in the comment section what your views are. Do you think mental health, if she had engaged with services, this would have happened to the children? What is your view? When she was arraigned before a judge, the judge said to her, "For what you have done, you will spend the rest of your life behind bar and you will never be released." Sadly, these beautiful children, they are no more. And this mom, according to the judge, there is no option of parole. She's going to spend the rest of her life behind bar for this heinous crime that she has committed. Let me know in the comment section what your views are, whether you think that there is any justification for what this mom has done. Like I said before, one in every 4 of us will suffer from some form of mental health throughout our lifetime. If you are feeling low, you're feeling unmotivated, you're struggling to get up in the morning, it could be signs of depression. Please seek help. Sadly, these two innocent children, they have gone and they will never be found again because of the actions of their mom. A mother put two innocent babies, 1 year old and 2 years old, inside oven and turn it on. It is unbelievable. Nobody will ever believe this story if it wasn't reported. Please, you can show appreciation by giving this video a like, share this video because there are lessons that can be learned. May God bless the souls of these beautiful innocent children who are no more. Mother is saying that she's innocent. Let me know what your views are in the comment section. Do you think that the father's death contributed? What is